I got a 2008. I'm about to replace a screen on this one, so I'm gonna show you how to remove it. First, you gotta get the air vent out. There's clip right here, right there, and right there. So we're gonna try to do it without trying to break anything. I don't like, see the plastic thing right here, I don't like it because it's too darn thick. So I'm gonna use this. Gotta be careful though. Ah, that's a hard one to do with one hand. You'll see the clip right here, 1, 2, and 3. Now you pry one out, you hold another tool like that so it won't go back in, and pry it out slowly. So like I was saying, it's not that easy, okay? See this, all this clip right there. Sometimes when you pry it out like that, it don't want to go back up again, but it definitely gonna go back and stuck because of this thing right here. It's got the 3 and then the 3 bottom right here. I look over here and try to pry it too. You can take a little flathead and pry that right there. See that? Put the flathead in. Let me show you at better light. So for example, you can see this hole right there. 1, 2, 3. The same as right there. You see 1. Actually 1 right there. 1 right here. And 1 right there. This one, you just, whoop, it's not right there, it's right here. Actually right there, you see that? So you want to take a flathead and push it down. You start off from here first, right here, right there, the main one right here. Push it down, put it in and pry this up, and then this one, see that clip, see my flathead? See what you do, you pull it down now. The bottom one you pull it down, the top one you pull it up. See? That way this will go inside. When you pry it down, it pry it in like this. So that's how you remove this. Try not to damage anything, guys. You're gonna need a T20. You remove the T20 like so, and then you want to put your finger there so it don't just fall in there, fall off. So take the T20 and take it out. Tricky right here. So you're gonna pull it out, you're gonna break something. What you want to do, you want to lift, hold it right here and lift it up a little bit. Let's see if I can show you one hand. See, you want to lift it up a little bit and pull it out. Just lift it about 1/4 of an inch and then it should come out. I see that see right there, that's what's stopping it right there. So now you're gonna press this and pull it out. It's hard to do one hand. So I'm gonna do it like this. I just don't want to hit and damage the screen. I had to do 2 hands. Now this is what I'm gonna show you. Press these, squeeze it in and pull it out. I usually call press it in, but press, squeeze like this and pull it right out. Wow, I didn't know this is made by a Chevy part. Huh. Saab made from a Chevy part. Okay. So what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna install the 7-inch screen right there. I already ran the power wire and everything already. I mean the camera. I'm gonna mount the camera somewhere down here on the bottom. I ran the wire through on the bottom right there. You know what I forgot? I forgot to run the power, the remote wire through here too. So not remote, the reverse wire. I can do that later. Here are the wires. So you got 2 jacks, not jacks, USB. One of them's got a 4-pin and this has got a 6-pin. One of them for charger and one of them for video signal. So right here, video or many other stuff that you can add to it. So basically video transferring, and it does come with this and this for the screen, for the CAN bus, and then this I'm already gonna plug it in already because this is all I need is to hook up on this one. It's just a mic, it's an external mic. When you plug it in, you want to make sure it go right in the hole so you don't bend or damage that. I'm gonna plug this in also. This is 2468 and it's right next to it. Right there. The one I have right now doesn't have a camera, so I cannot plug into this. But I do come with an aftermarket camera, so I'm gonna do right here. Now if it does have a camera, you don't even need to do what I'm doing right now. So, and I'm gonna plug this thing in for the power. This is pretty simple and easy. Just make sure it's in the right hole. And then taking this and the Bluetooth mic to the car. I usually put the mic right here so when you talk they can hear you better right there, basically right there. And then I'm gonna just peel this off like this on the side right this and run it. Now just pull this out like that and then just squeeze it through right here, this booth. You don't have to take everything out, there's no need. It's just more work for you. See how I did it? As simple as that. Now just run it through in here. Sometimes you have to watch out and see if you got enough wire to over there. For the some of the Chinese made model, it's not long enough wire, so I did have a few problems like that. So I'm gonna grab this wire together. This is I haven't run it all the way through yet. This is for the backup camera. Well, like I told you earlier, it's supposed to run the remote, the backup camera wire to that, but I'm gonna do it over there because it's probably easier than do it over here. Because I'll have to show you at the end. There are two T25 right here, and another one somewhere over here. So I can take it out. See, right there. Here. Now I use a grabber. I can push it from here, from this hole right here all the way down there, and push this button. It'll open up and then squeeze it out, and then it's just grab the wire and then you just pull it back. It is pretty easy and simple if you got the right tool. So now I'm literally halfway done. All I have to do is push this open. See if I got some room to run this jack somewhere. I might have to do it here. I made a mistake by not looking at it first. So most people don't use it anyway with this thing. Some people don't even plug it in, but I always plug it in case a customer wanna charge their phone and such. Now all you got is the little brown wire right there. There's two brown, okay? Well, some of them are pink. So the one right next to the red, see, you got black, red, and then brown. This is for reverse camera. This is for key 2, key 1. That's for controlling it's control the steering wheel control. So I'm gonna strip this. I'm gonna tap this red wire with the yellow thing for the backup camera. Now once I got it taped up, I'm gonna plug this 4 and 6 wire. I'm gonna plug the antenna and everything. It's everything out, just plug and play. As simple as that. But don't forget to plug in the mic right here. The mic right here is a little bit short. I'm gonna almost forgot to plug the camera. So this camera right there, the red wire that I have with the jacks, that go with the camera right here. Tape it up because it can come loose, and then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna plug the antenna. The antenna should go straight in that hole right there. See, there's a groove, and then plug that and plug the rest of them in, and you good to go. Remember how I remove it? I lift it up a little bit and align this and let it drop. See, there, because it's got to take that groove. I'm not going to do anything yet. I'm going to test it and see if everything works before I mount it all the way in. Here it is. It tells me the door's open and everything. It's a lot better than old factory stuff. Click on that one. Go to Europe. Turn it down. You hear that sound. You change it to, if you live in America, it's America 1. and then you press search, and it's gonna send it and take that away out. And then when you're done, you put the screw back in here, the Torx T25 in there, and then push it back in, and you're done. But I had to test the camera to see if everything works, but everything else working perfectly fine, and it's gonna look good. Here I plugged the jack, the yellow jack, and then the red is gonna go with this red right here, and then I ground it, and I'm gonna tape all this up. See how I ground? I'm using a T-tap and tap it to the bottom. And now let's see if it's gonna work. So here we go. Reverse. So it does send a signal output to get a reverse line right there. You see reverse? This it just pound to the ground because I didn't mount it yet. But other than that, it's good to go. Just put everything back. And here's a couple features of this that you might want to see. So Android, Apple Play right there, all these apps. I'll be honest with you, I don't know all the stuff yet, all this app stuff yet. You see that? See music, Chrome, recording, YouTube, Wizard, Yap. And this is Apple CarPlay and Android too, so good to go.